Chris,
Yes.
Bo,
Yes.
Shanda,
Here.
Barry,
Here.
Brad,
Here.
Steve,
Here.
and Corey.
Here. Okay, item B, approval of minutes from the November 18th meeting. I'll entertain a motion when you're ready.
I so move.
Is there a second?
I second.
Thank you. Moved and seconded, approved the November 18 minutes. Any discussion? Discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Bo,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Shanda,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Corey.
Yes. Okay, item C, financial statement.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jeremy Ludlam, Park Director. The financial statement, our monthly or the November financial statement is attached in the packet. I also handed out the master plan finance update statement. A lot of kudos to Lindsay for diligently working on this. I know she's been really busy, and then we last month we kind of fell a little behind on this and had more and more things, moving parts, and really appreciate the time and effort she put into this spreadsheet to keep us on track. Whether the November financial statement or our master plan financial statement, if you have any, or spreadsheet, I should say, any questions about those, I'd entertain them at this time.
Any questions for Jeremy on the financials? Also seeking motion for approval when you're ready.
Move
to
approve.
Go ahead, Barry.
Move to approve.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
I second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Shanda,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Brad,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Corey,
Yes.
Bo,
Yes.
and Chris.
Yes.
All right. 2023 audit, new business.
Just an update on there. You can see I do have the invoice and the financial statements for the audit attached. Our audit is done as just part of the Williams County overall audit. They include the parks in that, and then they should bill us out $2,000 for that audit. So just informational, just let you know that we are part of that audit. We got audited again this year as part of the process, and that's that.
Okay, thanks. I guess master plan implementation.
Yep, real quick, master plan implementation. First, Blacktail, I do have attached the most recent weekly progress report we had. We're pretty much done for the winter here, but really grateful for the weather that we had and how much we were able to get done. We had goals of things we wanted to accomplish, and we met every single one of them, and then even got further. We're literally, for that main campground, it's some finishing touches on the shelters, and finishing touches on the bathrooms, and landscaping. So we'll be able to wrap up that whole main campground and group campground site right away in the spring and get going on the beach part, and Blacktail should get done real quick. Moving on, the Blacktail Dam Community Building. I did hand out 2 different sheets. One of them shows what the current rendering, what we're looking at, and then the other one shows the site plan, how that building fits in. So we're still working through it. We're getting to the point now where we're meeting a little more regularly, trying to get this done. Our goals will be to present a plan, hopefully here next month. Present a plan to see, show you what we think it's going to cost and if we want to move forward with it. We just want to give you an update that we are moving forward. This is kind of kind of where we're at right now. We'll be coming back with more detailed plans and pricing. See what you guys think next month. Moving on, Epping Springbrook Dam. I did include a sheet in there. It has a timeline of how we're looking to accomplish everything and where we're at with our Epping Springbrook Dam project. Again, we're excited to get this one moving and going. And then the last one is Little Egypt. And I include that. This was pretty preliminary review. We have a lot going on in this map of Little Egypt. We have just started we just met last week as a team with J.E. Dunn and AGL. And for the first time that they had sent us in with a pricing estimate for all of this. So Lindsay and I have got together and kind of given our opinions to each other and talked her through it. And now we'll kind of formalize those, send them back to the architect, tell them what we think, what we like, what we don't, and where we want to go from there. We have met also with the Corps, presented this to the Corps, like where we're at, more so not as much to give them information, more to get information from them, like where are we at, what do we need to know, how are we doing on timeline. And they were, there's only so much that's in our local office's hands. They do have to pass it on to the regional level, and when it gets there, they're like us, just sitting waiting for a reply. But they're on board with the idea of getting a plan to them before the end of March, and then with the goal of starting construction in 27. I think that's it for master plan updates, unless anyone has any questions.
Any questions for Jeremy? Okay. Parks update.
I just have a couple items. First, we are again going to work with the Williston United Sportsmen on our ice fishing derby. Because Blacktail Dam is under construction, it's been really great having it at Blacktail Dam because we had an inside option. We don't have an inside option this year. And we thought this would be a good opportunity to try a new place. So we're gonna, working with the sportsmen, we agreed that we're gonna have our ice fishing derby this year at Epping Springbrook Dam. Goal is to put it under construction this year. Thought it'd be a good way to hopefully have some plans out there and kind of get the word out that, hey, this summer we're gonna make improvements here, but also get people to go to another park. So we're gonna do the ice fishing derby on February 21st at Epping Springbrook Dam. And like I said, we'll still have same partners we have in the past. Excited to continue to make this event a great event. Other things going on with the parks, just a reminder that and I'll have to talk to Beth and Karen as well, I'm sure, but the goal is that the park board is going to lease the land from Epping on the opposite side of the lake. They've always leased it for grazing before. It's a pretty it's not a real large dollar amount for that land. But that was the agreement we came last year. So I'll have to work with the water board and with Beth and with Karen so we can look at leasing that land from now on, so we don't have cattle on there. And then keep working with Mr. Moen and the Moen family out there, and follow up Stony Creek to start working on some cover crops and some other opportunities to some buffers to improve that water quality. Speaking of water quality out there, it's hard. LG Sonic has they have a program where they send people out and help you install or take out your buoys. For us, because of weather, that's tough. Just the timing of it, right? We want to keep them in as long as we can, and then so we don't have it's harder for us to give a firm date for when it is. But our equipment is getting a little beat up, and for us, because of our situation, they've offered to have someone fly up here, not necessarily sometime before we put them in, and go through all of our equipment and make sure everything's working right and clicks in. They potentially told me it's going to be a pretty reasonable cost. I think it's going to cost $2,000, but they're going to give me they're trying to find a date and give me a quote But I think it's something that would be valuable. Something we've had those things in the water for 2 summers now. It'd be nice to have an expert look at them, clean them up, tell us what's wrong. I know we have a couple connections that were bad. So we have that coming up. I'll be presenting that next month as well. With that idea, I think it's a good idea though. But we'll talk more next month. And then just one other thing, we are been, with the changing weather and snow and winter, we've been working on a little bit of ice removal, both to get people access to go ice fishing, and then also at Blacktail Dam on the road. We've had some, especially that brand new bypass road. Now all of a sudden there's a stretch of concrete out at Blacktail that people automatically assume they can go a little bit faster, and we've had a few people end up in the ditch. So we've been out there and we've been scraping and sanding and getting that out. Also trying to put some new signage up on that road. And then clearing snow all the way out, but I'm trying to put some new sign out and some sand. And then we're looking at getting a small little stockpile of sand out there, so we just have it. So Carter or whoever my guys are out there, if they need to throw a little bit down on there, they can. But just working on snow removal and the changes of winter. This week we're gonna see how that the next couple days we're supposed to, just says participation. So I don't know if that means rain, ice, or snow, but we're gonna be out this week at Blacktail to start working on some cross country ski trails and seeing how we can get them going. We got, part of the thing when we built those trails is we wanted to make them accessible to cross country ski trails. So working with our architect to find out what's the best route, keeping the sun in mind and how we keep snow along. So we're working on that. That's going to be one of the goals. Kind of want to have, if weather allows, our goal has been to get some type, doesn't have to be huge, somewhere between 1 mile and 1.5 mile loop. Our goal is to have that done before Christmas break. So hopefully before Saturday this week. At least something to go out there. And like I said, it's supposed to be 40s, so if all of a sudden it's 40s and it just rains, all our snow might be gone. So we'll see how this week goes. Otherwise, I think for parks update, unless there's any questions, that's all I have.
Anybody? Any questions for Jeremy on parks? Seeing none, I guess next meeting January 20th. Does anybody else have anything for the good of the park board? Jeremy, you're good?
I'm good.
All right. We will adjourn 9:05.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Maybe. I'll tell you what, I don't think the last